Georgia lawmakers are again facing calls to crack down on illegal vaping products as a new nationwide survey shows parents overwhelmingly support tougher enforcement. The survey from the group Communities United for Smart Policy found 7 in 10 parents say laws and enforcement need to be stronger to remove illegal vape products from their communities. Here to talk about it with us this morning is Richard Marianos, a former assistant director of the U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives, and he's now an adjunct lecturer at Georgetown University. So glad to have you here with us. So let's start with this, Richard. The American Lung Association now reporting nearly 1 in 5 high school students here in Georgia is vaping. That is, by the way, double the national average. And we know a lot of the vapes that these kids are using, they have not been fully cleared by the FDA, and they're being sold in shops right here in Metro Atlanta and across Georgia. So I guess the big question is, how are these illegal and potentially dangerous vapes getting into the stores to begin with?
Well, the majority of these illegal products are coming in through China. They're being manufactured by the Chinese government, Chinese organized crimes behind it. They're being smuggled into the United States through illegal warehouses and then put it on our streets through these illegal vape shops and smoke shops. It's important to understand these are illegal operations. These aren't operations that mom and pop shops are running that are trying to sell tobacco harm reduction devices or legal products. These are illegal Chinese products to addict our children.
Yeah, and you mentioned they are on the market. We know that. So I guess that would beg the question, why isn't there more aggressive enforcement to stop the sale of these products?
Well, one specifically in Georgia is we need that directory. We need the lawmakers to pass the directory to give local law enforcement the tools to go to these stores and put them out of business. And it's important that they find the tools. The money's from Washington. There's $200 million that the administration has just given law enforcement to tackle this problem. But to use those monies and to develop an enforcement strategy to take these out of commerce.
Mm-hmm. You know, there has been some effort here in Georgia. I know some states already, about a dozen states have already passed what's known as e-cigarette registry laws. But here in Georgia, we did have a House bill known as 1220, House Bill 1220, the Georgia Nicotine Vapor Products Directory Act, a long title there, but this was introduced but never made it all the way through the legislature. So what can we expect to happen? Do we think this will come up again? And what do these laws do?
I can't read their mind, but it's so important. If they care about our kids and they care about our communities, they need to put this as a top priority. This is bipartisan legislation that affects our quality of life. It affects what's happening out there. It affects those 8 out of 10 parents who agree that this is one of their biggest concerns.
All right. So you know, Richard, as unauthorized vape products, as you mentioned, continue to flood the market. Our state leaders are debating. They're introducing bills, but nothing moving forward so far. What's your advice to parents who, in the meantime, are trying to keep these vapes out of their kids' hands?
Well, keep an eye on what your kids are doing. Keep an eye on their social media. And, you know, understand that this is not a cool thing, that it's as dangerous as anything out there. It's an unregulated product. Some of these products have 1,000 puffs, and they're a nicotine delivery system that we've never seen before. They're extremely dangerous. There is no regulation on there, and you have no idea what your kids are digesting or using. You need to concentrate on having strong conversations with them, working with your parents, your other parents, working with your teachers, and working with school resource officers to try to curb this addictive epidemic.
Yeah, it really is. I think many people would agree it is an epidemic. Richard Marianos, thank you so much for waking up with us on this Friday morning. We appreciate it.